Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, six-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the second most in his career. 31 touchdown passes and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now Wilson on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Wilson out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 3rd down. Carson, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
This is Carson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41.
The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Metcalf.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run the screen with Carson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
Brings up.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They run for it with Carson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. They run it with Carson, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Chris Carson.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
The handoff to Chris Carson.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Here's Carson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Carson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Seattle.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
First and goal from the 3. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown,
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was all capped off by the Chris Carson touchdown run.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out come the Eagles for their first drive, led out by their quarterback in his 5th year in Philly, Carson Wentz.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Miles Sanders, 2nd-year man from Penn State. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on second down. Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On the pickup.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, they'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 11 yards there, first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On first down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Wilson will throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Avonte Maddox, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Throwing again on second down. Wentz, that's complete to Butler. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Open man, it's Reagor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
At the 49-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wentz now on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Open man, Butler complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and he'll go down at the 28.
It's a gain of...
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. Sanders has it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit.
27-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of quarterback Russell Wilson. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over first and 10 at their own.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
It was taken down by...
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On second down, it's Sanders, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
There's the ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Open man completes it to Butler. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of
a really nice gain of 25 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for Philip Dorsett. Incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rookie Jalen Reagor, the intended target that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Jackson's got it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 on the Seahawks 46-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back,
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Wentz finding Alshon Jeffrey. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll throw from the gun. And Olsen over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 17-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
T.J. Edwards. Russell Wilson sacked. A loss of 6 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Wilson. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that makes it 14-10. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. He's had quite the turnaround, Charles. At the start of the game, passing game was a little bit of a mess, but he's back on the horse, so to speak.
Love seeing how someone can rebound from a slow start or a tough start. Means that they're strong mentally. They've kind of calmed themselves down. Everyone's rallied around them. Maybe they even change game planning a little bit in order to make things better for them.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Back to throw. This is Butler making the catch. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Philadelphia, good night, everybody.